What's up everyone, this is David and I want to talk about the Tesla Model 3, specifically my purchase of it. Back in 2014, I packed up my life and moved to Tokyo to study Japanese. Part of that was selling my car, so I knew when I got back I'd have to buy another one. Now, I love cars. I thought about every potential possibility. A Subaru, BMW, used. At the same time, Neil deGrasse Tyson's Cosmos came out. There was this episode on climate. There was one scene in particular where it showed what carbon monoxide would look like if you could see it. So I did a bunch of research on Tesla in general, and at the time, the Model 3 hadn't even been announced. They had the Model S. They were working on releasing the Model X. So the moment I came back, I scheduled a test drive at one of the Tesla stores, knowing full well I couldn't afford one. I just wanted to see what it'd be like. I wanted to know what a different driving experience it would be, what a different purchasing experience it would be. It was life-changing. The silence, the acceleration, the kinetic braking, the user interface. There has never, ever been, in my experience, a car where if you put your foot on the throttle every single time, involuntarily puts a smile on your face. Every single time. Not to mention that the buying experience of getting a Tesla is completely different from a normal car right now. It's like buying an iPhone. You go into the store, nobody's really trying to sell you anything. They want to help you out. They want to answer questions. Plus, you don't even have to go into the store. You can go onto the Tesla website and buy it through PayPal or a credit card. I don't really know of any other car manufacturer where you can do that. So with that said, I get a lot of questions about this car. And I don't think that's a big surprise because on some level, I think everyone understands it's the future. So with that, here are the top 5 questions I typically get about the Model 3. 1, when are you getting it? A couple of weeks ago, Tesla announced the productionization of the Model 3 and gave the first 30 cars to the employees of Tesla, presumably so they could work out a few more bugs before it goes to the mainstream consumer. Along with that, on their website, they released a delivery calculator. Based on my place in line and based on the fact that I want the first car, I should be seeing it sometime between December and February, according to the calculator today. Number 2, how are you going to charge it? I don't own my own house. I live in an apartment, as you can see. I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and for some reason, it's not necessarily what you would call the most alternative energy friendly city. The good news is there are a few standard charging stations around here. If I want a supercharger, I have to drive way out east to a casino, which is the only place that actually has a supercharger. But that's fine, because I'm living in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is where I was born and raised. My parents live here. I could easily just drive to their house, pay my dad $10, and charge it once a week, once every other week. It's also important to note that the supercharger network that you use to charge your Tesla is going to triple in the next year. Number 3, how much is it going to cost you? So because I want the first wave, it's going to be $49,000 before the federal tax incentive, which hopefully I get. Number 4, what color are you going to get? I'm going to leave a little bit of mystery to that, but you'll see soon. And number 5, are you going to get the autopilot? Now, I'm first and foremost a tech guy. As frightening of a notion as not having control of a car can be, I have to try it. That's the future. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get the autopilot. Maybe ease my way into it, but eventually I think it's going to become a really prominent feature on every car. At the same time, I think it's going to free me up to do more things, especially on a road trip where I can just enjoy the view and the scenery or the audiobook that I'm listening to rather than having to just spend hours and hours of time just focused on one thing, which can be really mind-numbing. So what do you think of the Model 3? Let me know in the comments below, and if you like this video, go ahead and click the thumbs up. And if you want to follow the rest of the Tesla journey as well as my other content, go ahead and click the subscribe button. See ya!